Volume 1 Chapter 5 Section 2. Zheng asked the questions troubling him with his eyes closed. After a while, that voice finally replied.
She's created by you. Her memories came from your memories of her. Her personality, face and body come from how you remembered her. She's the person of your memory.
Zheng was silent for a moment, then continued.
I don't understand what you mean, God. I don't care if she's the one that I remember, I just want to know if she's real. The things she says, her actions, her expressions, her tears. Are all these real? Not some program you created, not someone dependent on orders. I want to know if she's a real human.
Yes. Once a life form is created, unless its owner dies or it gets killed, it is a real living being.
Zheng grasped what this was all about. God created a copy of the Lori in his memory. She was Lori, but just a copy. The real person died when she was 16. That's why the copy was only 15 years old, the age that he remembered of her when she was most beautiful.
One last question. When I get enough points to go back, will she come with me?
The person who exchanges back to the origin can retain the following items. 1. All items from exchange. 2. Stat enhancements. 3. Created life forms. 4. Summoned life forms. 5. Genetic changes. The above exchanges will belong to the owner even if he goes back to the origin.
Zheng slowly calmed down. He already lost her once. He couldn't do anything but see her die. But this time he had the ability to change everything. As long as he can survive the countless horror movies and earn enough points, he could bring her back to the real world. Then he wouldn't lose her ever again. Jai and the other two were looking at him curiously. He apologized, then brought them to his room. According to Jai, he just had to think in his mind to give them permission to enter his room. Once inside the living room, Zheng thought for a moment.
Wait here for a bit, I will be right back.
Then he went into his bedroom and closed the door. Lori stuck out her head from the blankets.
How did it go? Did your parents say anything?
Zheng went over to the bed and caressed her hair, then said in a serious tone,
Lori, I have something to tell you. But you have to promise me and stay calm. Okay.
She opened her eyes wide and tears started filling up, then she lowered her head.
Is it about breaking up? Just like what they said, once a guy got the girl's body, he will change his heart. I thought you were going to be with me. If you were going to break up, then you don't have to say anything. I don't want to hear those words from your mouth.
Zheng pulled her over and held onto her. He yelled.
It's not what you think. I loved you all this time, even when you were dead for 10 years, I still loved you.
Then he told her everything from her death 10 years ago to the peculiar events that just happened. Though he omitted how he lived his life during those 10 years.
Lori, you are the real Lori. Yes, I could only watch as death took you away. But I can protect you now. Trust me, I will earn enough points to get us back.
Zheng kept talking, but Lori remained silent. He had a bad premonition about this. He looked at her, but she just kept pinching her arm. Zheng got a hold of her hand.
What are you doing? Lori, say something. I know it's hard to accept that the real you died and you're a copy. I know it. But no matter what, don't hurt yourself. If you're feeling upset, just tell me. Okay.
Lori started laughing and stood up. She put her hands on Zheng's face and pulled it.
No wonder. I was wondering, why did you look so mature all of a sudden? And so Harry. So that's it. It's good to be alive again. Why should I feel upset? And you, idiot, scared me. I thought you were going to break up with me. If you ever say something so ambiguous again, I will rip apart your mouth.
Zheng was shocked, then felt relieved. Right, this was the tough girl in his memory. The one he loved. According to Jai, everything in this room could be changed with his mind. As Zheng's created life being, Lori could change this room also. When she learned of this, she ran to the closet and started taking out gorgeous dresses. Then she pushed Zheng out of the bedroom. In the living room, Jai and the other two were staring at him with expressionless faces. But he noticed the corner of their lips twitching.
Go ahead and laugh as you like. You look like someone just punched you in the face.
Everyone started laughing out loud. Jai said,
It's strange you would like girls like this. She seems quite bold.
Zheng sat on the sofa and told them her past.
I didn't expect this situation. I originally just wanted to create a person that looks like and acts like her. God forbid, I created a copy of her.
Jai was surprised.
That's incredible. God can actually give her your memories. I have been through 4 movies and didn't know about this. Who knows how many secrets are hidden in this place?
Zheng nodded.
Right, no one ever mentioned this place in the real world. Get transported into movies, interacting with the casts, and even changing the original plots. Furthermore, the exchangeable items are unbelievable. I can understand things like guns, but enhancements. Do you think this will happen in a real world?
They were silent. Zheng exhaled and continued.
I don't care if this is God's territory, or a devil's game. I just want to live. Earn enough points and bring her back. None of you probably want to die in the movies, right? I think the 4 of us should form a group. Because no one knows what movie is next, there's a limit to how much a person can do. We can form a team and help each other out. Any opinions?
Lan was surprised.
Yo, you seem to have changed quite a bit overnight. More so than Xiaoyi who just lost virginity. Is that girl important to you?
Zhao Yi's face reddened. Jai laughed at it.
What is there to be embarrassed about? You just became a real man. You're actually not bad for creating a blonde. Just be careful not to get dried out.
Then he turned to Zheng.
I think you're right. We can't confront any movies alone before we get enough enhancements. I've experienced 3 movies, so I know how important teamwork is. Sometimes those next to you are just as dangerous as the monsters. Then we will share our information and help each other out. If any newbies want to break apart our team, I advise that we kill them.
Lan was shocked.
Didn't you say killing a newbie will cost 1,000 points?
Jai smiled hideously.
Yes, it will cost 1,000 points. But am I going to kill him myself? No, I can just break his arms and legs, or push him into the monsters. As long as I didn't finish him with my own hands, then it will not count. You have any other questions?
Lan and Zhao Yi shivered. But Zheng nodded.
Right, we won't hurt any newbies intentionally. But if they put us at risk, then I don't mind doing it. I need to survive until I go back to the real world. Now I have something to tell you.
Zheng said with a serious expression.
I think I know how to obtain side quest rewards. It probably has to do with changing the plot. Like saving a cast member that was supposed to die, or killing strong monsters, or completely reversing the plot. I think you can get rewards by completing these things.
Then he told them about his experience saving one. And that he received a rank B reward and 5,000 points. The 3 of them were shocked and didn't know how to continue. Lan asked cautiously.
How many points do you have?
6,502 and a rank B reward.
They looked at Zheng with envy and jealousy. Jai forced a smile.
I risked my life and almost died a few times to get just 4,000 points, but you got over 6,000 in your first movie, and even a rank B reward. Shit. It seems like he will have you carry me next time.
Zheng laughed.
If you didn't stay with us in the Red Queen's room, I might have just died there. I have to thank you for that.
Lan also smiled.
We know how to obtain side quest rewards, even though they are difficult, but it's better than not knowing anything. Plus you also get points along with it. That's why you need 50,000 points to go back. It's impossible if you just complete the basic missions. At least we have something in mind now.
Jai also stopped being jealous. He knew Zheng was a good enough friend to tell him about this. He smiled.
Okay then, I will give you a description of the exchangeable items and stats. We still have 9 days to rest, so we don't have to rush. For the next movie.
No, for staying alive.
Zheng added silently. He glanced toward his room with tenderness.